Welcome back. It's the night before Diwali, and this, of course, will be the night when crackers will begin and they'll be burst for the next 24 hours. But if you stay in the capital, Delhi, or indeed any city in this country or any town in this country, you will notice a massive spike in pollution levels as a result. The problem has now assumed very alarming proportions, particularly in North India, where already a thick cloud of smog is making it difficult to breathe. Hundreds of Delhiites simply going away from the capital to escape the haze that has now enveloped the city. So what's the mantra to celebrate a safe and less polluted Diwali? Joining me now, Chandra Bhushan, Deputy Director General at the Centre for Science and Environment. Already, all figures are showing that pollution levels are rising across metros, particularly in Delhi ahead of Diwali. Tomorrow's the big day. What's the way out? If you were to advise people out there, what would you say? How should I celebrate Diwali? I love my crackers. How should I celebrate it?
Well, if you love your crackers, it is going to affect your health. I think that's the big message that must go out to people. It doesn't only affect your health, it affects the health of your loved ones and your neighbor. Okay, we are looking at pollution data right now. We are entering Diwali, which is 5 times more than the safe levels. Okay, it is going to affect the child, it is going to affect the elderly. We are seeing spike in the number of patients in hospitals because of respiratory diseases and cardiac diseases. So Rajdeep, we are looking at actually very dangerous level of pollution already. And if we are going to blow crackers as we always do, we will see 10 times increase in pollution, which is going to be really, really dangerous.
So you're saying, you're telling someone like me, go and celebrate Diwali, burst crackers, but do it in moderation.
I'm saying don't burst crackers.
You're saying don't do it at all. I'm saying I enjoy bursting crackers, but is there any other, is there a middle ground here? Is there a middle ground in this debate between a crackerless Diwali and those who will say at the end of the day, this is Diwali, it's the big day, this is a traditional Indian festival. Do you see a middle ground?
First of all, I don't think crackers are related to Diwali. That's not the tradition. That's a modern invent of Diwali that we need to understand. Okay, I understand people like, firecrackers. Do it as less as you can, because we are, it would have been fine if we are looking at pollution level twice the safe standards. We are looking at pollution level 5 times.
5 times Delhi or 5 times across India?
5 times Delhi. We don't have numbers for India, but I can tell you in small towns and cities across the country, pollution levels are very, very high. And we have an adverse weather condition right now, okay? We have a very, very adverse weather condition. We are looking at, and there are already forecasts that if we don't do anything, we are looking at 10 times increase in pollution post-Diwali, which is going to be really bad for vulnerable communities, people, children, people with pre-existing conditions.
These are, let me therefore then ask you in conclusion, there will be people there who will say, look, how do those who, the other side, those who are really worried about pollution, those who don't want to have a, perhaps don't want to get involved with crackers on Diwali. Is there a solution? Every year this problem exists and it's getting worse by the year. Do you see a solution?
Absolutely. I just want to give you a data. We now have compiled data from 2010. Every year, Diwali pollution levels are higher than the previous levels.
Every year?
Every year. This year is going to be far, far worse than last year. Please remember, last year, Delhi was declared as the most polluted city in the world. You're going to see a headline that we are still the most polluted city in the world post-Diwali, and we are just entering winter.
And you're saying that will lead to enormous health hazards that is simply
Absolutely.
unacceptable according to you from an environmental perspective.
Not environment, health perspective.
Health, environmental perspective,
Yes.
a no-no. Chandra Bhushan, I appreciate your joining us. We don't want you not to celebrate Diwali there. Do celebrate it, but do it in moderation. Keep in mind the rising pollution levels. On that note, Chandra Bhushan, appreciate your joining us to give us a sense of just how bad the problem in Delhi at the moment is a day ahead of Diwali.
Nisaga mama mani pamaga ni pamaga sani pamani sapasa. जहाँ तक याद आती रहेगी